What's happening, everybody? Hope you all had a good weekend. Thank you again for joining the channel, and we are back with another. Yes, we're gonna open up a bunch of mail on this video. Got a pretty good selection today, of course, keeping with the trend of doing some UFC, but also got some pretty cool football and other sports in there as well. So get ready for that. And again, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, that would be awesome if you do. If you just happen to show up here randomly through some algorithm that YouTube brought you here, it means that you probably will like something that I talk about. So maybe you should subscribe. Also, if you get to the end of the video and you do like what you saw, hitting the like button really helps get the word out to more people. So there you have it. We won't spend too much more time yicking and yakking. Let me know too in the comments if there's any questions you have about any of the cards I picked up, or if you have any just kind of notes or suggestions or just anything really. Drop a comment below. I'd love to interact with you all, and we will let it go from there. So without further ado, enjoy the mailbag. We'll see you on your side. All right. Start here. There's a lot of tape going on. Extract. Oh my gosh. This person got really tape happy here. Oh my gosh. It's like like a jigsaw puzzle of tape. You know what? I'm just gonna it's in a top loader, so we're okay. Extract. There we go. Jeez. Okay. No, it's not the Hope Diamond. It is a Tom Brady 2012 Prism, which I like these. Just kind of scooped up a few of these over the years. Just having them. I mean, once you know, getting them graded and stuff is probably the ultimate goal. Just because these are obviously not like super high pop. They're pretty low, and getting them in high grade is still pretty tricky. But this case is really scratched to hell, so hopefully the card doesn't look as bad. But yeah, these are, I mean, you can get them for under $100, and they're still pretty, they're out there. You can still see them, but they're gonna probably start, getting a less and less. You never see the refractors or the green or any of the colored ones. So the base cards are pretty much the best you can get. But anything 2012 first year Prism, that's okay. Pry this thing open. There we go. Some peanuts. Alright, let's just get messy. There we go. Put these back. Well packaged. I don't think I ordered any. I usually don't send it in like the flat rate boxes unless it's like $1,000 card, but this person's just taking a lot of extra precautions, which is fine. No problem, no problem. Alright, getting there. Some pretty intense packaging on this round here. Okay. Oh man. Alright. I never mean for these videos to be me opening packages the whole time, but sometimes it kind of ends up that way. It's a lot of work for a Jared Kalnick card. Oh, hey man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's nice. Another little tab in there. Very, very classy. Very classy. So this is from Topps Heritage. This is the red parallel. So there's the base, you know, kind of refractor, which is the I think it's numbered to 572, and then you have the red, I believe, is the next one down, which is 372, and then you get the black, and maybe one more. I can't remember top of my head, but the reds are pretty good. They're not too many of them floating around out there. I got this one for what I thought was a pretty decent price, so yeah, check it out, see how it looks overall. The ones on these you gotta watch out for is the back corners can get funky on these, just because they're that kind of weird, you know, vintagey like paper. For whatever reason, they get damaged really easy, so it's weird because they don't have, like, you know, the full, I mean, it has the chromium on the front, right, but it doesn't have the, like, kind of protective on the back, so it's kind of like a raw paper feel. So yeah, just make sure when you're buying these you just kind of check the back corners, because that's where I've noticed the most issues when I've had a few of these go through my hands. So but overall, looks pretty clean. Centering looks decent. It's not perfect. Left to right's a little bit off, but I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's enough to, like, not allow it to get a PSA. So yeah, and then, you know, whenever you're dealing with something that's not chromium, it's always hard to tell by just looking at it with your blind eye. So sometimes having your little, like, magnifying glass and looking at these corners will help you notate if there's any problems with it. So anyways, yeah, it's a pretty cool card though. Kalnick's been heating up as far as the market goes for him, so keep grabbing these. All right, let's start with the white envelope. Nice. So again, kind of going back to old school UFC stuff. This is from the 2011 Finest set. These are the die cut atomic refractors, but there's two versions. There's this gold version, which you've probably seen me get the Anderson Silva from, and now here's the Jose. I always come up with the proper term is Jose Aldo. But there's also a red version, which is numbered, I think, out of 88. So I've been looking for some of those. Those are kind of hard to come by. But the gold version is pretty cheap and pretty frequently available. So just been picking these up. Just nice, cool cards to have. You know, maybe one day if PSA's grading ever goes back down to a reasonable rate, these would be fun to get graded and have slabbed up. But for now, just stacking those guys up. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Been real UFC heavy recently. Hope you guys don't mind. Like I said before, I'm just kind of seeing the beginning of the wave of people coming into this space, so I'm just trying to get in as much as I can now for the prices. Even though they're up from where they were, you know, say 6 months ago, they're still, you know, quite cheap in comparison to other sports. So just trying to be on top of it as much as possible. But yeah, I've been getting beat out on stuff recently that there's no way I would have lost on like a month ago. Even like a few weeks ago, honestly. All right, so this is a nice one I grabbed. Gosh, these team bags, I can never tell where they open. There we go. So this is a Zabit. Okay, so we're gonna say the name together here. It's Magomedsharipov. Sorry, I can never say it fast. I just gotta slow down and say his last name. He's a featherweight, you know, definitely a big contender to be a top probably 5, I would say, soon. I mean, he's just so fun to watch. if you don't watch UFC, definitely recommend checking out some of his fights, and you might become a fan. But wanted to grab this, not his first card, but it's a gold, so I figured it'd be cool to have this. And yeah, just looks in really good shape now that I'm just kind of seeing it in person. So hopefully it holds up under the scrutiny of the bright lights. Okay. Go to the side. Okay. More UFC. And this one's a really nice one. So this is the 2017 Topps Chrome, so first year Topps Chrome UFC. This is the Diamond Refractor. So these were came in the kind of the hot packs that were sort of you would get, you know, I think like one per box or something like that. They're not super common, so they're actually more rare than like the regular refractors are. So I really like these Diamond Refractors just for that reason, because there's just not very many of them out there. And then of course Khabib, you know, all-time great. So I definitely think he's always going to be highly valued, even though he's now retired. But you never know, he might come back one day. We'll see. There's always rumors going around. But yeah, just picking up first year Chrome Diamond Refractor. So you got a super low pop count, and of course one of the all-time greats. You know, it's a combination where can't really go wrong. So I actually had the 2018 Diamond Refractor Khabib in a PSA 10, as I actually bought it for like nothing, like probably a year and a half ago, and got it graded. It came back at 10. It was a pop 1 at the time. I had it graded, but I ended up trading it earlier this summer. But for what I got it for and what I ended up trading it for was pretty substantial, so I wasn't mad about it. But I definitely want to get some more early Khabib stuff, just because again, he's, you know, his true rookie is 2012, right? So 17 is not like a rookie card, but again, first year Topps Chrome, people, you know, go gaga for that kind of stuff, just like they are right now for the, you know, first year Prism stuff and whatnot. So definitely I think these are still a little bit undervalued. So, you know, they came up a lot since I was buying them, but I definitely think there's still a lot of room. So if you're interested, check it out. Okay, let's do this guy here. Addresses all over this. I think it's international. No, not international. It was. Let's see what we got here. Some filler cards. All kinds of interesting stuff. I swear these team bags are harder and harder. Usually they just open right up with the flap, but there we go. Some filler, Prism stuff, nice. Genre stuff, all right. And what we're here for. So this was a out of Panini Chronicles, but this is out of the, I think it's like the Tmall or whatever, the Asia edition. And I don't see these very often, so I decided it might be a good pickup. This was the Contenders, UFC Contenders, but as you can see, this one is numbered here out of, sorry, hard to see, out of 88. There you go. So it's Khabib, numbered out of 88. So I thought it looked pretty cool. Again, I haven't seen too many of the kind of the Tmall ones, so I thought this one looked nice. And yeah, just, you know, semi-low numbered Khabib card. I know it's not like a rookie or anything crazy, but it's you know, a lot of people like the new stuff, so I decided to grab this on a whim and kind of see how it goes. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. If it's something that's, you know, looks in good shape, this could be a nice like SGC $30, you know, grade, get it back, and then, you know, maybe get a nice flip on it or something. So yeah, I don't really collect too much of the new like Chronicle stuff. I mean, there's a few nice ones in there that I wouldn't mind having, you know, like I like the Noir and stuff like that. But yeah, just kind of grab this kind of on a whim just to see if I could do something with it on the flip side of the world. So anyways, there you go. Very UFC heavy in these last couple rounds here. Hope you guys don't mind. So this one's from Hong Kong. Usually Asia is soccer, but we'll see. Yep, it is soccer. Cool. So grab this Mbappe. I love Mbappe, and I've been collecting him for a while, so I saw this one pop up. Went for a pretty good price, so I decided to grab it. And I have a pretty good collection of Mbappe gold cards of different sets and variations and stuff. But this one I've always kind of had my eye on. I never got one. So this is from Topps Finest. This is the insert, the Finest Phenoms insert. So you can see here it's numbered out of 50. It's the gold parallel. So it looked really clean in the pictures. Yeah, so this is from, I think this is 2020, if I remember. Yeah, 2020 Finest. So yeah, just a cool Mbappe short print gold card. You know, I think these are always a nice thing to have. Fairly decent price for a gold, you know, Mbappe card. So grab this up. It looks pretty nice. There you go. All right. Let's see what's in package. There's popcorn at the bottom. This is I love this. Is the best packaging. You get the team bag with the cardboard inside. Just that's the way to do it. Awesome. Well, it was for some pretty solid cards. Very cool. All right. So we got here 2 2017 Topps Chrome cards. UFC, of course. Again, sorry if you guys hate UFC and I'm boring you to death with these, but like I said, they're starting to get a lot more attention, so I'm trying to scoop some up before they get out of control. So this is the McGregor. This is the we're just a basic refractor, so not anything too crazy, but still a nice refractor. You know, the base cards are okay. Again, base is the devil, as everyone says, but really base in these sets are not super plentiful. I mean, there's some out there, of course, but they're not printed to the moon like, you know, 2019 Prism was or something like that, basketball, right? So I'll always use a little bit of, you know, kind of smart judgment when you're looking at base cards, because base doesn't always is bad. Like, you know, in 2009 Topps UFC, the rumor was that only 5,000 total boxes were made of the product. So again, if you think about it in those terms, you know, there's probably only, you know, a couple thousand of each card printed. So while it's base, there's barely any out there. So again, you just got to kind of use your brain, think about how popular this, you know, the product was when it was printed, how, you know, how much might have sat on shelves, blah blah blah. Because again, UFC in 2017, in my opinion, while it was popular, it definitely wasn't like a big hobby draw. So my guess is that Topps probably printed a lot less than they are, you know, currently of like 2021 Prism UFC, where I felt like it probably got printed pretty high. Still not as much as basketball or as much as like Topps baseball, of course, but you know, the numbers will go up as the years go by, as the popularity gets more. So again, the further you go back in any kind of like sport, the less, you know, print runs you're going to see. So, you know, same thing goes with like F1 or soccer, anything like that. So again, 2017 Topps Chrome, while it was a fairly printed set compared to its predecessors, still, you know, it's not going to be nearly as much as the major sports. So anyways, there's my rant. There's the McGregor Refractor, and then this guy is real beautiful. This is the X-Fractor for Khabib here from the same set. So got the the Sparkle Refractor or Diamond Refractor, and now I got the X-Fractor. So I think I got the regular Refractor too. So just want to get a couple of the numbered ones now. The like the blue and the gold, and those are gonna start getting really pricey once you start getting into those, the green and the orange and the black and all those ones. So these ones aren't numbered, you know, so it's not as crazy, but at the same time, you know, they're still very short printed in comparison to, you know, other things. So there you go, pretty cool. Excited for those. All right, Hockey cards. America's rookies. Huh, interesting. Don't know. Hockey fillers. Oh. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I feel like this is deja vu here. So here's a Khabib Refractor. I got this for a really good price, so I thought it was a natural, easy pickup. So yeah, we don't need to spend too much time on this because we just kind of in-depth talked about those. Let's see if we can get something besides UFC here. I really hope some of you guys are UFC guys. If you do collect UFC, drop a comment below and just, you know, tell me a little bit about your, you know, what you collect and when you got started on the UFC. This one is from, where is this from? Oh, Canada. Canada, there's a lot of UFC cards out of Canada too, I've noticed when you're looking at auctions and stuff. I think Canada has a pretty rabid UFC following out there. I actually want to go watch a UFC fight this year. I think that's on my bucket list. Well, not bucket list, but you know, my list of things I want to do in 2022. I want to go see a live fight. I haven't seen one yet. I heard they're really fun. I heard the energy is out of control. All right. Interesting. Okay, so this is an Islam Makhachev card. So if you don't know Makhachev, he's just an animal. I think I know he's top 10 in his division right now. I gotta double check where his current ranking is, but sorry, got a frog in my throat. He's definitely one to watch as far as, you know, what his future holds. Definitely a lot of people have him pinned to at least, you know, fight for a belt. But this is the refractors. This is actually his rookie card, so you'll see there, and this is 2019 Topps Chrome. So this is definitely a guy that I think most, you know, most, you know, analysts or pundits or whatever for UFC definitely have him pinned as being, you know, one of the top guys to fight for a title pretty soon in the lightweight division, which lightweight is stacked. So it's going to take a lot for him to get that title shot, but I do think it's coming, I say, within the next year or two. So I definitely think that picking up his stuff. Now, he's already pretty expensive, so I don't want you to think he's cheap or like he's under the radar. He's definitely not. So you are going to pay a little bit for his card. I think he's like base Topps Chrome cards, like this card and the base are generally like $30 to $50 for a base card, which is pretty expensive. So you start getting into refractors and numbered cards and stuff, you're in the hundreds. So anyways, if you see any, you know, I recommend picking him up because I do think he's got a lot of potential to be a breakout and become a champion. But you know, again, just be cautious with, you know, spending a lot on, you know, like guys like this that are, you know, while they're deemed to be there one day, you know, you never know. There's always a chance of them not, or seriously injuring, or, you know, just getting randomly KO'd by somebody that no one thought they would or whatever. So you know, just spend wisely, but if you do have the funds and the means to be able to invest into someone, I definitely put Islam as one of the top guys for sure. Okay, we did it. Another mailbag down, another week of pickups. I do have some fun news coming up that I'm going to be dropping my first kind of card show recap video. I'm just going to kind of go over some of the sales and transactions that happened during the card show that I was dealing at this past weekend, and it was a pretty good show. A lot of deals, a lot of stuff came through my hands and went through my hands. Sold a lot of stuff. Definitely a pretty productive card show, so I will go over all of that with you on the next video. I hope to drop that by Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. And besides that, if you are still watching this and haven't subscribed yet, it'd be awesome if you could hit the subscribe button now. And then again, like, comment, all that other stuff as well. So we will leave it there for now, and we will see you on the next video. Until then, have a great week. Peace.